we have now as well LLM, large language model. It's like a voice telling you, look, farmer or cowboy in the farm in Brazil, that's what's happening, that's going wrong. Hey, take care here. We have a bit more death of certain cows, or these cows have a certain problem, or there was a birth of a cow. So it's really about making life easy, and that's what we try to do.
How do you make new technologies and new innovations work at a farm level? That is the topic I'm going to discuss with Corinne Bonadei in this episode of Future Feed Talks. Together, we will dive into precision services in the livestock industry. My name is Hofman, an editor for Dairy Global, and this series is in cooperation with dsm-firmenich Animal Nutrition and Health. Well, hello Corinne, it's very nice to have you here.
Hi Iris, thanks a lot for the invite. I really enjoy to be here.
Thank you. So can you tell me a little bit more about precision services in the livestock industry?
So precision services is not new to dsm-firmenich, and we're now 5 years in this journey. It's a very exciting journey, and of course we have some obstacles as well. But so what it is, it's a dream actually. And what we have developed is, what if we could actually take nutrition data correlated to animal data, and what animal data? So the behavior, the sleep, also the stresses, and then also bring in environmental factors, so sustainability factors. We put that in a data lake, and out of there we make recommendations, we make predictions of challenges our farmers might face, and then also optimize and give recommendations. So that was our dream. And ultimately what we want to achieve is healthier animals, and animals that have a good welfare, also for farmers, better income, that they are profitable, and of course sustainability targets. So that's for us the most important, that we can make a better world for next generations, for my kids, for other kids in this world. And what is important as well to us, that everybody can get affordable food, affordable protein production, and also our farmers have better income, and we have better welfare. So that's a bit the dream we're having. We have 3 services, and we're now really in the rollout and super excited to work with the farmers worldwide.
Exactly, well, it sounds like a beautiful dream to have. How close are you to make that dream come true?
I think we're very close. So we're really in all the species. I can give you an example with our software Sustell. Mm-hmm. Sustell is really measuring the sustainability impact, the CO2 impact, landfill, water usage, and can help farmers, but a whole value chain to measure the impact for all species. So we now launched the software, or softwares, there are different modules. And we really see that the adoption is happening, not in all countries, because sustainability is not on top of the agenda of every country. But we see quite nice adoption, for example, in Europe, but also now starting in LATAM, in APAC, so Asia Pacific. So it's really exciting.
And you already talked about the benefits of it. Can you name a couple of truly things that would be so beneficial for the industry with those precision services?
Of course. Let me talk about the second service we're having. That's called Verax. And Verax is for poultry farmers. And there we can already predict several diseases. So we can predict coccidiosis 2 weeks ahead. We can predict heat stress. And how do we do that? So what we do is we take blood biomarkers, and we really take samples, and in the future we also take feces, urine samples, and what we do, we analyze it, and we can make these predictions. It took us more than 5 years to make these predictions, but it's really, we're almost there. And I think it's so good to predict ahead diseases, so you can actually take measures and optimize your animals. and making sure they have a better life, but also better income for the farms. So I think it's really in our belief that we can help farmers to understand their data. And I think that's what it is. It's all about data, and to collect the right data, and then to clean the data, and as well then to present it in a way that is easy.
Exactly, because I can imagine data sometimes sounds a bit scary, especially if you are a farmer, you're busy with so many things, and then suddenly you have this whole system and you have to think about that. So making it easy, I think is very important.
Yeah, indeed. So we have interviewed several farmers, and they say they barely can use 50% of the data. And with our third service, for example, FarmTell, it's like an ERP, so SAP system for their ruminant farms. And we collect all the data and we make them visually nice. We have now as well LLM, large language model. It's like a voice telling you, look, farmer or cowboy in the farm in Brazil, that's what's happening, that's going wrong. Hey, take care here, we have a bit more death of certain cows, or these cows have a certain problem, or there was a birth of a cow. So it's really about making life easy, and that's what we try to do.
Exactly, and I can imagine that maybe these kind of services are more in the developed regions than maybe the less developed region, or am I wrong with that?
I would say it depends. I would say sustainability, I think it's definitely in countries where sustainability is on top of the agenda of the governments. On the other hand, for FarmTell, we developed this large language model, and it's called Lori. And I'd like to give you an example. So the cowboys in Brazil with their cows, they don't have many people around them, and they're quite lonely, and it's a tough life they're having. And Lori is actually talking to them. Really? So it's really saying, hey, cowboy X, hey, how are you today? Did you sleep well? So what's going on? Tell me a bit about your cows, what happened. And so it's also developing countries or a bit remote areas where we can help with our large language model, or with Lori as we call it.
But also, you would almost say that it's also good for the mental health and for those farmers, for those cowboys, as you call them.
Yeah, so we actually sometimes also read what they're talking about, and there is really a nice interaction.
Yeah.
There is almost an emotional connection, which of course it's not, but it's somebody there that just
listens
is beside you. Yeah, it's beside you. And I think that's nice. And that's what we try to do, just facilitating the life.
So if we're looking at the challenges for adopting at farm level, how do you see that?
I think the challenges is really that the farmers, as you said, they don't have enough time. There's too much data. The data is in Excel. What do I do? What it means? And it's our task of the whole value chain as partners to bring that data together, to work with each other, to the different data providers that put everything in a data lake, and making sure we really present the data to them in the right way. And that's what we're trying to do. It's really working together with partners, with IoT companies, Internet of Things. So it means we're working, for example, with Tölleval. So that's the biggest milking equipment company. And we're now bringing each other's software together, and we're making sure that we tell the farmers early on if the cows, for example, have lameness or mastitis. And what another challenge farmers have is not only they don't have enough time, profitability. I think they get quite a lot of restrictions, regulations. They have to deal with a lot of challenges, let's put it this way, from society, pressure, and we need to help them.
Yeah.
We need to be one system, one team, and work together, and not see each other sometimes, maybe in the value chain as competitors. No, we're here to help each other and collaborate, and to listen to the farmers. So please contact us, tell us what your problems are, and what do you wish for? What would you like to change? Where would you like to have the challenges better presented in your software? Where would you like collaborations to happen. So one supplier of one data lake and or one software and another software provider, they work together. So we actually can present in a very nice way the data connections, the challenges, the unseen challenges, and we make the invisible visible. And that's a bit our credo. Is
yes,
like,
it is. Yeah.
let's make the invisible data challenges visible.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for.
And how are you going to achieve that? What's going to be the next important step now at this moment?
I think we were a bit not hiding, but we were really working out the softwares.
Yeah, working in the background.
The back end, it works. We were testing. So for the last 3 years, we're now really out testing the software, the adoption, making sure that we present it the right way, an easy way. And now the next challenge, or the next, I wouldn't call it challenge, I would say the next frontier is to really present it proudly to everybody. Listen on what goes well, what sometimes doesn't go well, where would you like to improve? Does it only work for big farms or integrated farms? But it doesn't work that well with small farms, so we have to adjust. So it's really broadly making sure that the adoption is happening. And we have some softwares that are much more ahead, like FarmTell, that is now in Brazil, quite well adopted. And now we go globally with Dolaval collaboration. With Sustell, we have now all the species integrated, so it's now really going well and far, and help the farms to adopt it. And with Verax, it's really about poultry integrators, making sure that they can predict the diseases, the challenges they have ahead.
Yeah, so really going for it now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I wish you luck with that, and thank you so much for your insights. It was lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much, Iris.
And thank you for watching Future Feed Talks. Do you want to see more episodes or listen to our podcast? Click on the links below.